Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today I thought I would do the Booktube Newbie tag. As you can probably guess, I have been on YouTube for quite a few years now, but I've only recently started focusing more on a booktube aspect as I'm going to graduate soon. So I thought that I'd kind of introduce more like book related content to my channel whilst I'm still at uni, just kind of like transition a little bit. Don't worry, I'm still going to do uni content. Let me know like uni content you want to see and I can do that. But let's get started with the video. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? I guess, well, I feel like this isn't entirely relevant because obviously when I started my channel was a while ago and I wasn't focusing on booktube stuff. But the main reason I started my channel is because I want to go into digital marketing, and I felt having like a YouTube and a blog and focusing on social media would give me an understanding of the different social media platforms that I can use as a marketer. And also I just kind of enjoy chatting to the camera and like talking about stuff that I love. It's just like another group of people to share the things I love with rather than just like my friends and stuff, which is nice. The next question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to booktube? So some fun and unique things, I guess because I'm an English lit student, obviously I study English literature. So I read quite a wide range of books, whether it be YA, adult, and lots of different genres. So I guess I can throw like a little bit of everything into there. And as a lit student, obviously I've been taught to analyze books. So if that's something people want to see, I can do like more in-depth stuff about books, especially ones that I've been taught on like recently. But once I graduate, I'm going to focus on like analysing books for myself rather than just for uni, if that makes sense. The next question is, what are you most excited for about this new channel? Obviously my channel is not new. I'm just continuing on from my old channel, but I guess what I'm excited about in terms of like this new content that I'm making is that I started watching Booktube like last year properly, and it's just a really nice, like, it seems like a nice community of people who are like recommending books and like making friendships over books on the internet, which I think is kind of cool. I don't entirely feel like I've had that yet on YouTube as a like, I don't even want to call myself a study tuber because I'm definitely not. I'm more like uni and lifestyle. I'm just a bit of everything. But yeah, I feel like the booktube community is a lot closer than other communities on YouTube, if that makes sense. The question is, why do you love reading? I feel like this is a difficult question to answer because I actually didn't like reading when I was younger, but I think that I like reading now because I had really good teachers in high school for English and like English lit, and they really taught me how to like analyze books and like work out what the author's saying. And I'm actually a really analytical person. I actually do English lit with philosophy, and obviously philosophy is very analytical. So I think that's what I enjoy about reading, is like analysing things. And also I just love like quotes, like things you can isolate and quote. What book or series got you into reading? I feel like, again, this is a difficult question because it's only like in more recent years that I've like really got into reading. But when I was a kid, the books that I wouldn't put down were the Princess Diaries. I loved all 10 of them. I'm pretty sure I still have them somewhere at home, and I do intend to reread them at some point. And then also the Hunger Games trilogy. I read those maybe near the beginning of high school after the first film came out. And I hadn't been like really into reading at that point, but I sat down and I read all 3 books in 3 days at my grandparents' house, which was like unheard of for me. So I guess those 2 series. The next question is, what questions would you ask your favourite booktubers? I guess A, what book would they recommend for me? But then B, also I'm really interested in like the actual marketing side of YouTube and how that works. So I'd probably ask them like how they market their videos and how they go about like SEO and stuff, just because I find like that is like one of my passions, so I find that interesting. So that's something, it's interesting to see how different people like go about those things in different ways. And I guess that's not really like a booktube answer, but that's like probably one of the questions I would ask. Next question is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I guess making sure that I've read enough books to have enough content, and also making sure that what I'm saying about the books is like engaging and interesting. I think that's something that I'm going to need to work on. If you have any tips on that, like what you want to hear about books when you're watching a booktube channel, then let me know, because I feel like everyone takes a different angle on how they do it, so I'm not entirely sure what people are looking for, but yeah, let me know. Next question is, when did you start reading? I mean, I went to school, so I guess when we learnt to read, I went to nursery as well, so I think we learnt to read then. I don't really know. I couldn't answer that question because I was too young to remember. Where did you read? Where do you read? Oh, I tend to read in bed because I like being cozy and comfortable, so I tend to read in bed. If I'm listening to audiobooks, normally when I'm doing philosophy work, not when I'm doing English lit work, because that gets confusing. And also I've taken to starting to listen to audiobooks when I'm in the car on long drives, because it's more productive than listening to music. Not that I don't love listening to music, but yeah, I've started listening to audiobooks in the car as well. And the last question is, what kind of books do you like to read? My favourite audience is YA. I know I'm a little bit old to read YA, but I'm hoping that at some point I'm going to write my own YA book. That's like my dream. So I'm using the excuse as it's research, but I love YA. Romance is like my main forte and what I like to read. But I do like read lots of different things. So I guess Bridget Jones is some of my favourite books. But then also Birdsong by like Sebastian Faulks is one of my favourite books. Atonement by Ian McEwan, which are like war books, and I'm not gonna say I'm into war books because I'm not, but I studied both of those at A-level and loved them. In terms of YA, my favourite book is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven, I believe her name is. Unpopular opinion, I did not think the film that Netflix did have done it justice at all. It's not a bad film. If you haven't read the book, it's a good film. But if you've read the book, it's not great. The book made me feel something and the film just didn't, and I don't really know why. And there's some plot factors in there that they missed out that I personally thought were essential for the character development and the understanding of the characters. That's my personal opinion, but I haven't seen anyone else saying that they weren't impressed with the film. So if you weren't impressed with the film, please let me know, because I've only seen raves about it and I didn't think it was worth raving about. Anyway, that was the last question. If you have any other questions for me, then please do let me know and I'll be happy to answer them. But yeah, if you're new here and want to see more like book content and uni content and lifestyle content, then please do subscribe. I think the button's down here. Yeah, down here, I think. And there's the bell icon too, and I will see you in my next video.